Right guys, another nice painting for you today. As you can see on the canvas, what I've done a little design just out of acrylic paint, just water based. On the top I've just used grey gesso, which is a fast drying acrylic paint, and then on the bottom upwards to do the background trees and whatnot I've just used the black acrylic. That's all dry, it's all ready to go. I've put a coat of oil on, liquid clear, so we're ready to go. And when you put the liquid clear on, make sure that it's a very thin even coat, otherwise you're going to end up, your painting will end up dripping all the way off your canvas, and that's no good for anybody. What I've done to start off with, I've just created a mixture. I've just mixed up blue, brown and green just to create a nice dark green colour. And then what I'm going to do with that, just load a little bit on the brush, just a tiny bit, and tap it in like that. So I don't want a lot. I'm just going to come under here. I'm going to basically cover all of the black area with this greeny bluey paint. Alright, don't need a lot really. Just make sure it's covered like that. Just a little bit more. Like that. You can even, if you want, just go above, just above the trees like that, just to create a bit of colour behind there like that. Not too much, but that'll do nicely. And then just spread that around like that. Right then, for the sky, I've decided to use blue, so I'm just going to go into some Pthalo Blue, which is just a nice bright blue. Just drag the brush through and tap a little bit in like that. Not a lot, you really don't need a lot. You can always add paint, but you can't always take it off. Just tap it in like that. Start in the top corners. I'm going to start up here like that, and then come this way. I'm going to hopefully, if all goes well, leave some bright areas in the sky, and I can cover some cloudy bits with them. Nice and steady, just crisscross like that. Just blend as you go. Just blend as you go. Like that. You can see the dark parts that I'm leaving. Alright. Just work my way down into that greeny area. Okie dokie. What I'm going to do then, I've cleaned and dried my brush a little bit. I'm just going to go back over it and just blend it a little bit. So now when I go over the white parts like that, it's not just going to fill in with blue, it's going to stay relatively bright. Okay. Like that. Then all I'm going to do, take out the brush strokes and go straight across like that. Right, I'm going to create some clouds in this sky. So I'm going to show you the easiest way to do that. Just get your white, I'm just going to tap in. I've got a 2-inch brush, I'm going to tap the corner into some white like that. Only the corner of the brush like that. Alright. You don't need a lot, that's all I've got on. Alright, so I'm just going to go up here. And then all you have to do is just tap in some shapes like that. Alright. And I'm purposely going over some of these trees because I want to push them into the background area. Alright. Like that. Yeah, so that's one cloud. Just wipe the brush off the side like that. I'm going to go back in to the corner and then possibly put one about here, like that. That's all you're doing, is tapping like that. That's all you have to do. Once again, I'll work the excess off. And then I'm going to go back in to the paint again. And I'll create one, yeah, about there. Possibly join it up to that one. And again, I want to cover these trees up. Well, not cover them up, but I want to diffuse them so they go into the background a little bit. I can do that because this white colour is opaque and the blue is transparent. So when I paint over with the blue, it doesn't, it basically doesn't do anything. It doesn't hide the trees, but with the white, it does. Okie dokie. What you can even do if you want, you take some more white on the corner. You can always just create some mist like that under here if you want to, just like that. Same on this side. And then all you're doing is just pushing them further into the background. Then what we can do to blend these clouds, just like any other cloud, just big circles like that, nice and lightly, just like that. Same over here. I'm not touching the top if I can help it. All I'm doing is just touching underneath and just getting rid of the brush strokes. Same on this side. Do it left-handed so you can see it, like that. Just small circles. Wipe the brush out. Then all I need to do is just go across like that. Yeah? Just like that. And then as you can see, it gives some lovely, lovely cloud shapes. Another thing you can do, you could create a cloud that's just come underneath. So I'll tap back in again, like that. Alright. You could create a cloud that's just sneaked in here like that. Just like that. Okie dokie. Don't want all these the same height, so I'm just going to adjust that one higher. Join it onto that one. Just like that. And then you could possibly go up a bit there. Like that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'll lift this one a bit higher. Like that. And fetch it there. Like that. Like there. Then all you need to do, this is how you diffuse it. Just wipe the brush out. And then all we need to do with this is just tickle it underneath. Or you can go like that if you want to. You can fluff it up, so just lift up on it like that, nice and light. Then all you do, just like with the others, go across like that. And then, if we look at that, it just looks like a green mist that's just come underneath due to this colour we put on earlier. Okie dokie. Lovely. I think I might put just one more. And I just want to go, just tapping again, I just want to go about here. I just want to hide these trees that little bit more. Like that. Like that. Lovely. And then exactly the same again, just for the last time. We're just going to do some circles underneath. Like that. And then we can lift up like that. And then we can go across like that. How's that? How's that? Lovely. Right, what I've decided to do now is under here, I think we're going to have a little waterfall. So for that, I'm using my fan brush. I've just made white, added a little bit of blue to it, and also a little bit of liquid clear oil just to thin it down. Alright, that's all I've done. I'm going to show you how to make a waterfall. All we need to do, find out where we want it to start from. So we'll say, I don't know, we'll say it's going to start about there. So it's going to wind down like that. Alright, let's go back into my colour. It's going to wind down like that, winding stream, and then it's going to come over and down. Alright, it's going to come over and down like that. Okay, that's how you do a waterfall, simple as that. We'll just make this go back, this can go back here somewhere in the distance. We're not going to see where that's come from because we're going to hide that anyway. And then for the bottom of it, I just want to diffuse it a little bit. So all I'm going to do with the bottom is just slide up with a brush and just put it into shadow a little bit like that. Let's get rid of that. And then it just creates this green hue just there, like that. Alright. So that's it for us waterfall for now. But I'm going to come back to that because we need to add some mist and whatnot at the bottom. Okay, lovely. Right, to go either side of this waterfall we need to somehow hold the water in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a couple of rocks. I've just got straight brown. This is Vandyke Brown. We'll use the knife and cut a roll off like that. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my knife just above the edge of the waterfall. I'm going to come alongside like that. You see? And then that is going to be my rock to hold it in. Don't need a lot of dark because not only am I going to cover most of it up, but it's already dark there. We need one on the other side as well. Alright, just to hold it in. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get brown paint just above, and that's going to be a rock, and then that's just going to come back in like that, like that. Now I've got something to hold us in. I'm going to put a touch of highlights on these rocks, and for that I've just added to this Vandyke Brown, I've just added a light brown and a bit of white on the knife like that, and just cut a roll as normal. And then all we do with that, we're just going to come across just like that, hardly touch, and then we're just going to make some tops for the rocks like that. Alright, like that. And then just basically you can go wherever you want with it. You can go back there, you can come further down like that, you can come further forward. Alright, and as you see I've mixed it so it's not one colour, it's quite marbly. That's what I want all these different colours to be in the paint. just to make my life basically a little bit easier. Alright, same here, like that, wherever you want it to go really, like that. You could even do it so there's a lip down here as well, coming this way, like that. Like that, and I'll show you how to add highlights to that in a second. You can use a small edge and come over like that if you want to, like that, just over the waterfall area. Same on the other side, just add that there and come over a little bit like that. Yeah, you can go wherever you want to go with it, wherever. There's no right or wrong. And then I might even come a bit further down on that one. So I might come down there like that. Looks a bit messy now, but it will turn into a rock. And I'm going to cover a lot of it over anyway. So I'm not worried too much about it really. Like that. If you want to create a shadow colour for these rocks, just wipe the knife off a little bit. You just get some blue, like that, just get some blue, and get some crimson, and mix them up. What that's going to do, it's going to create like a purpley colour. And I'm going to add what little brown I've got left. I'll use some of this here, like that. Alright, then all you do with that, I don't want a lot of this, just use your small edge, and then all you do, just come down like that. I need that a bit brighter though. So all we need to do for that is just add a touch of white to it. But you need to be careful because you don't want it too bright. Let's try that. There we go, that's better. Like that. And then put some under here, like that. You don't want a lot though. And then put some under there, under there. This is just the parts of the rock that's in shadow, basically. That's all. And that's all it is. It's just the parts of the rock that's in shadow. Alright, if you've done too much or you don't like it, then all you need to do is just go back into your brown, your normal colour that you used, and you can always just go over it like that. Yeah, like that. That's all you need to do. Just go over it. A little bit like that. If you want to dull it down a bit, like down here, come down this way, like that. It's up to you really what you want to do, but I think that looks quite good. Right, next step, we're going to create some big trees to come in front of these, so I need to make them darker. So all I need to do for that, I'm going to use the same colour that I used for this background earlier on. So I'm going to go straight into that, but I'm going to add some brown to it, a bit more green to it, and some black. Alright. And then you'll notice that the brush is loaded nice and well and nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm going to start there, like that. Just tap a little chunk in. You can come all the way down if you want. Put some more paint on. And we'll start there. Take your brush on its side and then just tap a few branches in, and then we're going to work side to side like that, just to come in front of this misty area. I'm going to work just down to roughly where these rocks are. You might not be able to see this part, but I can just about see it, not too bad. Back into the colour. Then we're going to do the same again. I need to be careful to leave some of this misty area behind because that's going to show distance. So I'm going to put one about there. Fetch the chunk down to there. And doing that will help you guide your tree in a straight line. Alright. So on your side, just like that. Just work your way down like that, like that. Put one about there. I normally do that, but you can just tap it in as well like that. Alright. Tap your first few branches. Like that. Beautiful. And now I'm going to leave another gap here. And I'm going to fetch the tree down this way. I'm going to be careful to leave some misty areas. So I don't want this one to get too big really, if I can help it. Just go side to side like that. Yeah, you can see it in the background. You can see these are in the background. So we're all good. I just need to fill this side up. I think we'll do a monster one. Yeah. Well, if we weren't, we are now. First few branches, just leave some gaps like that. This one's going to be a monster one, I think, looking at this. And as you can see, once again, I've left just that little bit of mist in the background. Yeah? Right, let's put a couple on this side. Start quite small. Start there. And in a minute I'm going to need some more paint. What this is going to do is hide that stream where it comes from. We don't need to really know where it comes from. So we'll fetch that down. Might cover my rock a little bit, but never mind. If you do go over stuff like this, like rocks, and you find that it doesn't stick, just add a tiny amount of paint thinner, or you can use liquid clear, which is the oil we put on at the start. It'll make it a touch thinner, and then hopefully like that it should go over a bit easier for you. Alright, like mine's done there. So that's hidden the edges of the rocks there. Let's go back in. I'm going to have to mix up some more colour, so some more brown and some black and some green and some blue. Just like so. Let's go about there, like that. Just tap down. Same again. Just work side to side, a bit like a zigzag. That's all these are really. If you think about it. And then we'll come a bit higher. Like that. And then I'm being mindful once again, I want to see this mist at the back. Reload as you need to, so I need to put some more paint on that, don't worry, just reload and then carry on. That's not a problem at all. And then this one, I want to save some of this, so I'm just going to put the stalk there. And then start off. Like so. When it gets down here, you're not too fussed because it's already dark. Right, let's add some trunks to a few of these trees then. So all we need to do for that, I've just used the same brown that I had earlier, but I've just mixed a bit more white with it. Then all we need to do is just touch the knife in the middle, lift it off like that. You don't need to go all the way down because you'll not realistically see it all. And then if you just do that like that, see? You're not going to see all the trunk anyway. So just do it as and when, wherever you want. Just touch it and give it a little pull to one side. Alright, simple as that, that's them. We don't want to leave these out either. We'll start with that one. That one. This one here. This one. And then this one. Don't see as much on that one. Right, let's get some highlights on these trees. For that, I've mixed up the yellow with the green. And I've added a little bit of oil because you have to put, when you're highlighting things, the paint that you're highlighting with, in this case the green, has to be thinner than the paint that's on the base of the tree. So in other words, thick paints will stick to thick paints, not the other way around. So don't get caught out with that. So this paint is nice and thin, so hopefully we should be in a good position for it to stick like that. And I'm doing this while taking care to leave plenty of dark areas. Okie dokie. Same with this one. Don't highlight too much. You don't want to put too much on. want just enough. I might even thin that a tiny little bit more. Now you just need to basically go over all your trees. Make sure they've all got some highlight on. Reload for each tree as well. Keep plenty of paint on your brush, otherwise it'll just not come off. You need to keep plenty of paint on your brush at all times. Okay. Same with this one. Like that. Bit more oil just to thin it. Slightly different shade of green to these ones. All I've done is added a small amount of blue, and it's just created a slightly different shade of green. Alright, but that's literally all I've done. Okay, just go over that bit a little bit, like that. There we go. There we go. Just a bit there. That's lovely. You're doing the same thing for each tree. Exact same thing for each one. Like that. Just a bit more oil. You need to keep adding your oil or your thinner or whatever you're using, just to keep your paint nice and thin. One more. Can't leave him out. Like that. How's that? Right, we need to do something with the bottom of this waterfall. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a small amount of white again. And as we did before, I'm just tapping the top corner into some white, very small amount, and I'm just going to tap away like this. Okay, and we're going to create some mist, and then as we come to the sides, it's going to get darker and darker as we go towards them trees. And in my mind, this is where it's getting its food from, and its water. That's why they've grown so tall, I'd like to think. So it's splashing under here, and then it's creating all this mist to go under these trees. And what you can do if you want to, you can wipe your brush out, you can go over it again if you want. Just to smooth it off, you can go like that. You know, whatever you want really. Like that. And then all you do, you can just zigzag your way. Like that. All I'm doing is literally zigzagging. Alright. Zigzagging my way. Pushing water. And I want it to come here basically. Like that. You can knock it down, so all you need to do, get a clean dry brush. You can just go across like that, and all it'll do is just blend it down that little bit. Like that. That's what I like to do. Nice and soft though. Alright. Remember this colour we're putting underneath? It's turning this water green for us automatically. We don't need to do anything. Only go over it. The more you go over it, the softer it gets, the greener it's going to get. So just bear that in mind. How's that? Right, we're going to create a few bushes just down here. So all I've done for that, just use my round brush. I've tapped into my yellow and green, and I've added a small amount of liquid white just here, just to thin it. Top corner only. Then all you have to do is just give it a small tap like that. Yeah. You don't want to press on hard or anything like that. Cool. Now we'll come just underneath here. Just like that. Make sure you change your colours as you go. This one's going to be a bit darker, as you can plainly see that. Might even have a small one there. Just like that. Alrighty. And just fill that up just like that. Lovely. And I've left plenty of dark areas, as you can plainly see. Could even extend that one to that. Extend that one that way a little bit. Like that, just to fill it in a bit more. Like that. Right, so this side, I'm going to create a bit of grass. It's going to come down there. Alright. Just like that. I'm going to keep pressing until it gets darker. Remember, we've got that colour underneath. Alright. So we'll go back into his colour. Then we'll start about here. Then it gives us another, like another plane in it. Like that. You could even add, if you want, a little fence. Somebody's got to get down to this water, presumably. So just get your knife, touch, touch, like that. Then all you need to do, you can just go across like that. What remains of a possible old fence or something. Just touch. There we go, it's coming off now. Like that. Put an old fence in like that if you wanted. I'll just make it a bit. Just make it a bit darker. Like that. I decided it was just a bit too bright. touch it down a bit, like that. What you can do with this fence, say if the light's coming that way, you need a shadow. Just grab your thing, your brush, and just pull your shadow that way, if you want. Like that. I think we could just add, what we'll do, we'll just add a bit of land for the bushes to sit on, like that. Just come up, use the longer edge if you want, like that, and just pull it, just pull it. Pull it like that. Could add a bit on these. Just use a small edge there, like that. Put some there. Like that. Brighten that up a bit. Just in case I go around and just tidy it up like that. Just tidy the edges up. A little bit. You could even, if you want, to shape them a bit more, your land. Could make it a bit longer. Fetch it round like that, if you want. Like that. All I'm doing is just dulling them down that little bit. This one you can make a bit longer, like that. Same with that one. Right guys, I'm going to call that one finished. I really hope you like it. Have a go at it if you want to. If not, but you enjoyed the video, please do give me a like and subscribe. It does help me out. And the more subscribers I get, the more likes I get, the more videos I can make for all of you. Got some brilliant things coming up. So don't forget, hit that button. and I shall see you again. Cheers guys.